Jehu and the golden calf. What do I mean by that? In a recent video put out by Jonathan Cahn, addressed one of the kings of Israel named Jehu. He revealed how this king could be likened to our recent elected president in many ways. It's a rather in-depth video and something to ponder for sure. In this video, I will be focusing on the one mistake of Jehu made after all the good he had introduced to the nation of Israel. Here are a few texts that reveals Jehu's accomplishment, and this one mistake of Jehu could be the one mistake this modern day likened to Jehu, elected president of our day, would do. 2 Kings, chapter 10, verse 28. Thus Jehu destroyed Baal out of Israel. Now Jonathan in his video goes into a lot of details about this thing of Baal. I'm not going to do that here. Listen to that video, you'll see what I mean. Jonathan Cahn does a beautiful job of explaining this accomplishment of Jehu restoring the nation of Israel. View the link to this video in the description area of this video. Here I only want to focus on the one mistake both Jehu and our modern day elected president could possibly perform. Here's that text that reveals this. 2 Kings chapter 10 verse 29. Howbeit, from the sins of Joram, the son of Nebat, who made Israel to sin, Jehu departed not from after them, to wit the golden calves that were in Bethel, and that was Dan. That's the King Jehu. Let me get some modern translation that reads better. This is from the Voice translation. But Jehu emulated the wickedness of Jehoram, Nebat's son, causing the Israelites to live sinful lives. He did not turn away from the golden calves in Bethel and in Dan. What's all this mean? The golden calves, if you can remember, was the sin that came out of Egypt in the exodus of the Jewish people under Pharaoh. Now I want you to really think about that. That bears witness what we're trying to bring out here. Notice this also, without my explaining any further. During the millennium, the office of prophet, priest, and king will be expressed through this called out assembly called the church of resurrected offspring of God in glorified bodies. Now here's that text that reveals this fact. Revelation chapter 1 verse 6. And had made us kings and priests unto God and his Father, and to him be glory and dominion forever and ever. Amen. And one more text from Jeremiah chapter 2 verse 26. As the thief is ashamed when he is found, so is the house of Israel ashamed. They, their kings, their princes, and their priests, and their prophets. Now tying all of this together and comparing it to our modern day situation, we have today those claimed as modern day prophets. Without getting into judging those of our day, this is a fact, whether we accept it or not. God is the judge, and we are not called to judge anything before the time. I will leave it at that and go on. That's for you to think about. So thinking back to 2 Kings chapter 10 verse 29 using the Voice translation. But Jehu emulated the wickedness of Jeroboam, Nebat's son, causing the Israelites to live sinful lives. He did not turn away from the golden calves in Bethel and Dan. Taking this idea of sin to its deeper ideas, our Father has stressed to us about this sin nature that we all have inherited from the fall of Adam. It gets deeper than just the many byproducts of sins that this nature produces. Not knowing about this sin nature and its meaning or acting independent from hearing from God on any matter, we could think that what we are doing to be good when in truth we are so-called sinners and sinning. I've had it explained to me and shared in my series on the flesh. Here, just know that all that glitters as gold is not gold. Focus on that. All that glitters as gold is not gold. This golden calf reaches deeper than just the old idea of worshiping an idol. The deeper focus is on our worshiping of this temporal world, when we were warned to not have a steadfast, longing gaze at things seen, but to focus on things not seen that are eternal. In my series on the new creation, I have shared in depth what our Father has wanted us to know. Consider what He has shared in light of what's going on today in the cares and affairs of this world, and heed the warning to not allow these cares and affairs to so overwhelm you that day, the day of Christ, will come upon you unaware. Jehu, not addressing this in his day, when a nation had wanted a king and kingdom, like those around them, and were rejecting God's offer of a kingdom not made with human hands and a king. We get trapped off in this world without God and without hope, as is written. That's the present danger. The many in the secular world, and sadly, and the religious are falling into unaware. Looking at a king and kingdom when we should be focused on a king and kingdom not made by human hands. That's all that our Father has wanted this vessel to share. A warning of Jehu's one mistake and how today that mistake could take place, having another warning go unheeded. When they say peace and safety, then comes sudden destruction. Take the warning. Apply them to your lives. Listen to what our Father has shared through Jonathan Cahn, and consider it by you asking your Father, is this happening today?